leash counter conditioning for like getting slip leads and collars and things on and off of a dog. There's a common thing that people do that they think they're doing counter conditioning, but not always the most helpful way or the most beneficial way. Carmen used to have big issues with getting a leash on and off. This is an exercise we did with her now for a long time that helped get her over that fear of getting a leash put on. Sana's just going to kind of take the leash off of her and just put it on like normally. She may or may not show any signs of stress, just a little bit, right? Carmen, place. So go ahead and put it on her. See how her ears went back, right? Just like minor bits of stress, but like for the most part, she's over that. It used to be a really big deal. Now, the way we got to the point where she's not like backing away, running, ducking, and like absolutely terrified is what we did is when we're taking the leash on and off, or especially getting it on them, we're not putting the leash on. We're actually, you can shine the camera over here quick. If you're holding the leash, we're not going over their head. We have our hand through the loop of the leash or the collar, and we're pulling them through it, right? We're using like a lure of food to get them to bring their head through voluntarily, right? Rather than, here you go, right? Now, eventually you can get to that point, but at the beginning, you want them to participate in that activity, not just make it all one-sided, right? So the leash is there. That represents some pressure for them. If you can motivate them to get their head through and reward them, great, right? You're going to get somewhere. But if you're always just putting it on them and then giving a treat, it takes a long time to get through counter conditioning that way. So, Sana, go ahead and demonstrate like pulling her head through with a lure, with some food, to get her to want to participate in it. Right, so Sana's hand will never move towards Carmen, right? She will just move Carmen through the leash. Now you can pull it off, right? Now do it again. Good, right? So she pulls her head through, and that helps counter condition like so much faster rather than just sliding it over the dog's head and then trying to give him a treat and be like, good job, right? We're over it. So go ahead one more time. The leash is there. Pull the dog head through, reward them, and then you can snug down the leash and you're on your way, right? I don't see the difference, right? So you slid it on her versus her bringing her head through. She got a little bit more nervous, right? So it's still something that we could work on with her, but she's worlds better. When she was out here loose previously, we couldn't actually even get near her with a leash. She saw a leash and she would just fly away from us. So she's come a very long way since then. But you can see she still has some hesitancies with it, but overall, going in a much better direction than what she used to be. So take your time with your counter conditioning for leashes on and off, and remember, get the dog to participate in it. Don't just make it an all one-sided thing.